day. I kiss her on the cheek, sit down on the sofa, start lamenting. I said, baby, I'm so glad you're home. Oh, my week has been so long. She said, I know just what to do. Let me go get a glass for you, and we'll be sipping on gin and tonic and dancing in the moonlight. Forget reality, cause I got you and you got me, and we gon' be alright. Yeah, sipping on gin and tonic and dancing in the moonlight. Forget reality for tonight, cause I got you and we gon' be alright. Sit back, relax, enjoy the time, chilling with my lady right by my side. She gets a little heavy-handed, but I'm experienced and I can stand it. I'm feeling so mellow, I just forgot about the week. Oh, I'm gonna pour another one or two for my bullshit. Take another one and we'll be sipping on gin and tonic and dancing in the moonlight. Forget reality, cause I got you and you got me, and we gon' be alright. Yeah, sipping on gin and tonic and dancing in the moonlight. Forget reality for tonight, cause I got you and we gon' be alright. Just relaxing, sipping on gin with the tonic on the side and a lemon twist. Imagine this, yeah. Just relaxing, sipping on gin with the tonic on the side and a lemon twist. Imagine this, yeah. Sipping on gin and tonic and dancing in the moonlight. Forget reality, cause I got you and you got me, and we gon' be alright. Yeah. Sipping on gin and tonic, dancing in the moonlight. Forget reality for tonight, cause I got you and we gon' be alright. Sipping on gin and tonic, sipping on, sipping on. Forget reality, cause I got you and you got me, and we gon' be alright. Yeah, sipping on gin and tonic and dancing in the moonlight. Forget reality for tonight, cause I got you and we gon' be alright. Sipping on gin and tonic. Never thought I'd fallen in love again, no never, but my heart's been stolen again. This time, hope it lasts forever. We'll go beyond, 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 beyond. It's been a while now since love's been in this place. You see, many have tried, but no one could take your place, girl. Why you so beautiful? I see the future in your face, baby. Never in a million years I thought that you'd be mine, girl. That you'd be mine, girl. Never thought I would fall. No, never. But my heart's been stolen again. But my heart's been stolen. Last forever. We'll go. Ooh, baby. We'll go, baby. We keep going and growing, girl. The best thing is knowing, girl. Cause when we kissing, all I can say is OMG. My You make all things right, baby. I trust you, girl, with my life. I don't want nobody but you. I'ma put my ring on you. Never thought I'd no, never. Ooh, baby. Again. This time, hope it lasts forever. We'll go beyond. We will go so far. Beyond. You'll always find what you're looking for, and you ain't looking for a thing. We ain't looking for a thing. Yeah, you'll always find what you're looking for, and you ain't looking for a thing. Never thought I. No, never. Ooh, baby. Been stolen again. This time, hope it lasts forever. You hope, baby. I hope it lasts forever, girl. I hope it lasts forever, girl. Hey, 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 hey. We will go, baby. We will go, baby. Ooh, we will go, baby. We will go so far, baby. I hope it lasts forever, baby. Ooh. Anybody ever told ya what a woman really is? If you ever get the moment, show them how much they give. You're a shoulder I can cry on, arms I can embrace. Is to hear my deepest thoughts, protect her night and day. You are mother, sister, daughter, nieces, aunties, wives. You are amazing, cause you have given life. You are mother, sister, daughter, nieces, aunties, wives. You're all amazing. I try to describe. You are woman. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You are woman. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You are woman. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You are woman. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You have birthed the nations. A nurturer you are. You bless us with your wisdom, and you tended every scar. You have found me broken. You have shown me light. You ignited all my passions and loved me through the night. You are mother, sister, daughter, nieces, aunties, wives. You are all amazing, cause you have given life. You are mother, sister, daughter, nieces, aunties, wives. You are all amazing. I try to describe. You are woman. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You are woman. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You are woman. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You are woman. Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
To be a woman is to be blessed with unparalleled intuition, to be powerful, power independent of place or position. To be a woman is to be a mother, giving birth to sons and daughters, ideas, institutions, and business ventures. To be a woman is to be the current inspiration, the future aspiration of a young lady, of a little girl.
You're a masterpiece of harmony, a melody of life. You're a gem, a diamond flower in spring, you're one of a kind. You're a masterpiece of harmony, a melody of life. You're an African queen flower in spring, you're one of a kind. You are mother, sister, daughter, nieces, aunties, wives. So you are amazing. I try to describe you are woman. Yes, you are, yes, you are. You are woman. Yes, you are, yes, you are. You are woman. Yes, you are, yes, you are. You are woman. You are woman. You are woman. You are. Yes, you are, yes, you are. You are woman. You are woman. And when obstacles manifest as natural, you are born for this.
To be a woman is to be the heart of the system, to be the one who brings life into our world.
Warning. What you are about to hear goes against traditional romantic counsel expressed by friends, family, and Instagram memes and quotes. Open-mindedness is advised.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages, and welcome to another edition of the Senate Podcast. I'm your host, Neil. Of course, I'm joined by my brother from another mother, and your host, Derek. Wait, no, you see now? I know that was going to happen, you know. I can't hear you. And I knew that was going to happen. So let me do something here real quick. Oh, that's my fault. I know I forgot. That is my fault. Yeah. Go ahead. You can speak.
Yeah. They got me there?
Yeah. You loud and clear. Give me some volumes there, man.
Here. Like in the crank.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here with you. We are the Senate Podcast. I see Bartonis in here already. Yo, Lee, Ayo, good evening. Derek, how are you doing, my brother? How is everything? How was life treating you? What is going on? What's going on?
It's you a fine fellow already, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. I hear quiet, I hear easy. Had a good workout as usual, you know. Feeling good about that. And dealing with the end of term. It has its specific challenges, but yeah, I hanging in there. I holding firm like Sizzler. So yeah, man. What about you? How things on your end? What's going on?
I good. I attended another funeral today. You know,
on the take off, you know.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Every Tuesday it seemed like again to a funeral, but yeah, I went to another funeral today. Family member died. No, he's not a family member. Sorry, he was my godfather. He passed away, and we put him to rest today. And you know, I've just been in a very reflective state of late. You know, I kind of do this, and I would encourage people to do this every now and then. Just be self-reflective. Kind of do your mental self-checks and see if you are where you want to be, if you're happy with who you are. If not, like, be real honest with yourself and have those conversations, and you know, try to tighten the screws, if you will, on who you are and what you're going on. Mark Moore is in the chat. Marlon Miller is there. I see Aston, Cherish. Good night, everybody. Good night.
Good night, Fork.
Yeah, but I would advise people, man, sometimes you just gotta take some time to really critically think about yourself, think about what you're doing in life, how you're moving, how you're getting down, and what really going on, you know. For me, I've been doing that. I do that quite often, but more so of late, I've been doing it, not necessarily about my mortality or anything like that, but just kind of seeing how I could be a better person, a better man. And yeah, that's about it. I good. Other than that, you know, I'm glad to be here with you again. Another Tuesday. We doing what we do.
Yeah, man. As
Aston says, the Lord's work. You know, we are doing what we believe we've been called to do, or one of the things that we've been called to do. So we can talk the things. We can get into it. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you are watching the Senate Podcast. As you would have heard while you were waiting to come in, that we were listening to the dulcet sounds of G-Syndicate, the premier acapella group in Eastern Caribbean, in the Western Caribbean, in any space in the Western Hemisphere. They are the best acapella group. I know you may know of lesser acapella group, but they, to me, don't hold the candle and the versatility of G-Syndicate. So I can let Derek obviously explain to you who G-Syndicate is, what's going on with them, how you can find them.
Yeah, G-Syndicate, as Neil said, we're a Caribbean vocal group. Everything you hear is acapella. I see my guy Hugh in here already, Bartonis, which is ironic because he actually sings bass, but we got Hugh. We got all the other guys. We got Kiomal, Vaden, Mark, and Brett as well. Always putting in some hard work, making sure we sound good, you know, and keeping things tight. We got a little video that we were working on as well. So everything, you know, coming together for good, as the scriptures would say. Mm-hmm. So yeah, man, everything working together for good.
Right.
And we moving towards the place where we can just start to like go everything. Well, not one time, but one behind the next and just keep it flowing. Mm-hmm. So yeah, you can find us gsyndicate6.com. You can find us on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter at gsyndicate6. You can also find us on Instagram at gsyndicate6, but you got to spell out 6. So those of you who've been taught by Hugh or Aston, you should have a pretty firm grasp on how to spell 6.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's G-Syndicate, man.
Yeah, man. So as I would let everybody to know, how is everybody doing? How is everybody going? How is your April going so far? How is your week going so far? Sound off in the comments. Let us know how you're doing. You know, we had a lot of rain today. It was a very wet day. I know some I see Hugh is saying that some things went out. Thank you, Cherish. Sending prayers. Thank you. Yeah, it's just one of them things, man. It's part of life. Unfortunately, my aunt died as well. She's in England. I can't attend, of course, but she also passed. So it'll say everything happened in threes. Definitely, there's a triplicate here for me. So I just kind of taking stock and kind of moving with grace and humility. Anyhow, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you are indeed watching the Senate podcast. We hope that at the end of all of this, you consider giving us a subscription. If you do give us a subscription, or you do watch our content and are not subscribed, subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Don't cost you but nothing. You would get all of our free
easy
99.
cost of admission.
Yeah. Right. Get submission and subscribe. You won't miss anything we do. Send it shorts for you Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Those are a bit shorter and a bit lighthearted, but we still try to disseminate some, impart some knowledge to you in the man-woman dating life as a man kind of perspective. And then we have Tuesdays and Thursdays. We have this space, the live stream, where we get really deep and dirty in talking the things. And this is a bit more serious, a bit more contentious, and we are willing to have the transparent, open, honest conversations. And so if you think we, at the end of it, consider giving us a subscription, definitely give us a like or a dislike. No, you could do that right now. You could give us a like, shoot, you could preempt the misogyny by giving us a dislike. That's fine. But we are here. We are going to talk the things now. Every Tuesdays and Thursdays before every live stream, Derek goes on our social media platforms, particularly Facebook. Give us a like and a follow on the Senate podcast, our Facebook page. And he usually posts something. This is not different. He would have posted something today, and this is very interesting. This is double impact. Derek and I have conversations behind the scenes regularly because of just the space we're in, things we think about, content we absorb, stories we hear. And this was something that we were talking about over the week. And, this is double impact. Basically, if women have preferences, right? You can date short, fat, broad, balding men like that. That's preference. That's fine. But when a man says, yeah, I ain't dealing with a contentious, previously promiscuous or fat woman, then it is all of a sudden misogyny, patriarchy, and all of the buzz terms that go around today. So what we're trying to get to know is trying to figure out, why is there such a double standard? Why is there such a discrepancy with one gender to the next, particularly when there is supposed to be? Derek, I'm going to hand over to you for the sermon, and let's get into it.
Yeah, man. Good night, folks. Again, the cost of admission is just hit the like button, the subscribe button, anything. So hit the notification bell as well. Shout out my old man. He's he's watching as well. So we get Daddy Marsh is always just there in the comments, just watching and seeing what's going on, So Neil, I've just highlighted the picture I want you to put on screen there. If you could put that on screen for me now, that'd be great. Let me get the ice, Let me get the ice.
You're getting younger.
It is.
Yeah, you're on screen.
Right. And it says, why do small dicky men run down women to make us miserable for? I'm state.
Well.
Yeah, we starting that kind of way. Right? We starting that kind of way.
Bowling shade.
Yeah. Yeah. Starting rough B.
Yeah, for real.
You there?
Yeah, I hear you. Hear me?
You there?
Yeah, you hear me?
Right.
You hear me? Yeah. We having a little connection issue. I see Tango Pot saying my song going in and out. There's connection issue. I just try my best to make sure that it's not as consistent as. Yeah, I hear. All right.
Yeah, cool.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, folks, gentlemen, gentlemen, size matters. Yeah, women like what they want. They like what they like, and they want what they want. That much is clear. We know that, right? What is also clear is that they have no problem saying it. Tall, muscular, good looking, well off. Hopefully with a large penis is what they want. And even though they won't admit it, out loud at least, women do a great job of voting with their feet So you rarely see women with a man that's shorter, not as cute as, or not as well off as they are. As a matter of fact, they even wrote songs about that and profited from them. Everybody remember? Nothing going on but the rent. You got to have a J-O-B if you want to be with me. That, and then the modern version of that was, I don't want no scrub. A scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me. Yeah, we know the tunes, right? Big, huge smash hits, right? Ironically, TLC ended up filing for bankruptcy, but it's, that's neither here nor there. So didn't need to hear there that they ended up, as much money as they made, they were the ones who ended up broke. Anyhow, right? But what about the other side of the fence, the other side of the coin? What about men and their preferences, right? Don't they matter? Should men be able to say and get what they want too? Now, I just told you about, the song about nothing going on but it rains and no scrubs with TLC. But right here in Barbados a few years ago, Captain Sawyer said it was something for something. And people were upset and tried to get the song banned, pull off your radio and all kind of thing. So tonight I want to ask you a question. Why are women allowed to say what they want? Men, we usually want very little. Right? A man is way more likely a woman that has nothing than a woman is to pick up a man in the same situation. Men want a fit. That's about it. You know what I mean?
Breaking up just
she doesn't have to have much else past that. Tell me.
You were just breaking up, so you may have to repeat what you just said. With that men want.
No, that ain't no problem. Yeah, men usually want very little, right? A man is way more likely to pick up a woman that has nothing than a woman is to pick up a man in a similar situation. Men want a fit, pleasant, and peaceful woman. She doesn't have to have much else past that. But to say that out loud is usually met with some kind of outrage. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, women can say what they want, and there is no new ist attached to what they say. It's not considered misogynist, well, in their case, misandrist, chauvinist, narcissist, sexist, none of these. Right?
Feminist.
Only feminists. Right? Size matters, guys. You gotta be big and tall. Something along your line. Shoot, even your wallet gotta be big. So size matters, whether you want it to or not. So let's take a look at some screenshots and come back, right? You get some screenshots on the screen, Neil, because I don't want people to think that you be telling lies in these streets.
And this is the first one, not 2 inches.
So we one that was liking someone. We just get this one. This is a post from the spiritual word. I love the spiritual word. They usually have a firm grasp on the ratchetry.
Here we go.
Some would say the ratchetrousness that tends to lurk in the social media streets, right? So liking someone before you know their D size is 0 out of 10. Wouldn't recommend, right? Somebody says, what you're saying, gotta test it out before you proceed. She responds and says, you don't necessarily need to sit on it, but I mean, you defo can feel it. Somebody says, when you're in love, 2 inches be feeling like 10. I can't lie. And while the post itself tends to be spicy, we all know the action happens in the comment section. So to the comments go, right? Somebody says, it's nothing wrong with women having a dick/height. When men are vocal like this about having a weight preference, we get bashed and told we hate our mom. Shaking my head. Somebody says the last comment, it cannot relate. Somebody says love or delusion because I have never taken the type of drugs that would have me that confused. Somebody says I don't know about that's suspect. Then we got, it's either a nice surprise or a conversation about we're moving too fast. So fellas, then you hear that, things getting smooth, and then you realize as soon as it comes to action time, all of a sudden, no, it is. Again, let's not forget that a couple of weeks ago, Nelly had a situation where he posted something online. I think it was on IG. Yeah, he posted something on IG, and he got roasted for the size of or lack thereof of his penis, right? And everybody saying, no, to understand what Ashanti lefty and all kind of things. The comments were not favorable to Nelly, right? Somebody said it's funny because a lot of women can't take the huge D that they claim they want. Let me get oh my God, for that. Yeah, somebody says no, they don't, Becky, man. They love or not. Yeah. Somebody says I can't. The sample before purchase. Relax, that's a test if I ever heard one. Definitely ask for a pic when the time is right. No need to feel on it or sit on it. Complete your application process. No, ma'am. 2 inches feels like 2 inches, whether you're in love or not. Punctuation, so they can read it better. Anyhow, somebody says, LOL, the last comment is a damn lie. No matter how in love I am, 2 inches will always, never mind, this place is not a safe one. LMFAO, I admit shrimps be diving when you're in love. Somebody says, nah, her sneaky link got 10. Nah, 2. Then a guy says, all fun and games till you can't rate. Now let's flip this around to judging women. Side note. The little D claims work on my curved inch. Okay, get it? The 2 inches be feeling like 10. How? Yeah, see, cause no. Okay, yeah, at least 7 inches or don't bother me at all. So the ladies are saying what they want, and then this last one, nope, 2 inches never feels like 10. I do need to at least see it before we proceed. I ain't got to touch it, just look at it. She's definitely exaggerating, but I see where she's coming from. Yes, we got that it was an exaggeration. I don't understand why the ladies in the comment didn't seem to get that. But anyhow. Big New York ain't like none. Okay. English. She's right, just like liking a chick before you see her real hair, face, and body is a 0 out of 10. LOL. It's all in the game. Wow. So you see, guys, the ladies had their say, right? And only last night in a group chat, I got a video where a man compared fat women to broke women. Yes, I said fat women. He compared fat women to broke women. And the lady in the clip, who happened to be, fat woman. Sorry, you can't say fat woman. You got to say plus size woman.
And use the English language.
She was
use the English language here. Use the English language.
We might ask them to tell you. Big ass. Yeah. She was severely triggered. I got this specific in a group chat. So if we can get that on screen, Neil, let me just make sure you get the right one.
This is the one with
you probably see it.
I think I got it. I got it here prime, but I just want me. Calamity.
Yeah. I figured it might have been calamitous.
Right, so here we go.
Women are the equivalent to a broke man's
women.
Run. Let him speak.
Fat women, yes. I was simply saying, a fat woman is the, equivalent of what a broke dude is.
Okay, sorry. Okay. Sorry, Denford, right. I cannot keep quiet.
Yeah. No. Run. We have to be professional.
Okay, but I should be able to respond.
Yeah, but let him finish, then you respond, Run.
Yeah.
Let's
Girlfriend is
have order,
triggered.
because I know you have strong
Can't wait
feelings
to
about
jump
what
in.
he says, and he probably has his own feelings, but let's just have some order. Let him speak, and then you can say. Let's not interrupt him. Then we look like we're fighting, but we're discussing.
Yes, thing. I was saying yes, thing. Why are women allowed to have what they call preferences when it comes to the men they would want to date? You hear a woman, she'll say, I want a muscular guy. I want a tall guy. Maybe I want him dark-skinned. Maybe I want a yellow bone.
Right.
I want a good-looking guy, that. Everyone is, okay with that. She's allowed to have those preferences.
Right.
And then when a guy says something like this, I just want my woman to be fit and slim.
Right.
Suddenly, he's what? He's a sexist. He's a misogynist. He hates fat women. And I was saying, yes, thing. If we're being honest with each other, right? The same way you women look at us, people have labeled me a broke nigger.
Right.
And I don't blame them for that. That's what they see. Yes, thing. So what they see when they are looking at a broke nigger,
right,
that is the same thing we see when we're looking at what? At a plus-sized woman.
That's the most craziest thing
Same
I've
thing.
ever heard in my life.
No. Run. You know what I picked up from what he's saying?
No,
What he's actually saying
I actually don't know what you
makes sense, because people have preferences. There are some people
You would never understand. I let home in mind saying run. Yeah, Tango Falls, the connection hurting us tonight, man. But struggle streaming. Again,
Struggle streaming.
This struggle stream Senate. But that's so we can get there.
Yeah. So we would have seen the video, and we saw that girlfriend was, she was all triggered. She was double dutching, man. Can't wait to get into that conversation. You know what I mean? Just waiting. But you saw how triggered she was, how animated and excited. Well, not excited, that's a bad word. How upset she was, for want of a better word. And ready to get in and get this man a piece of her money, right? All because he said, but hey, men prefer women who are fit. And that was, I guess I hit close to home for her because, she's a little,
Gordo. Well, Gorda, fat.
She on the plus side of things, right? Now, many months ago, Neil, I don't know if you recall, but many months ago, we got an email from a lady who outlined the stuff she wanted in a man, right? She had a whole list of things, supermarket list of things. And in the interest of brevity is the soul of wit. And in the interest of brevity, I will not go into the extensive list that she would have detailed for us. You still there, Neil?
It's still here, just connection, having some fun. Persevering.
So what I will do is I will not deal with it. I'm going to stick to physical qualities here tonight in the interest of brevity, right? And among the things she listed, she said that the man must have a big dick and knows how to, sling it. And she didn't say sling it. She said a word that rhymes with duck, and I will not say on the people's earwaves, right? He can't be fat, can't be too slim, nor much shorter, because again, she is a full-figured woman, right? Now let's look at this again. She's a big girl, but she doesn't want a big man. Well, you don't want a fat man, right? She can deal with a fella that got a little size, but when you belly too big, she ain't the work with that, right? But yeah, I admit that she's a full-figured woman. And we all know what full-figured really means, right? We know what it really means, right? And this is the part that is particularly hurtful to men. It's so hurtful. This is the part that's particularly hurtful to men, right? A lot of women want what they are not. So we got a video for you because I bring the receipts tonight. We got another video for you. I want you to watch. This girl is plus sized at best, obese at worst, right? And we're gonna watch this video. I listen to what she's. Can we play the music? Can we play music, Neil? I don't think we can.
Was the music that got music associated with it?
Yeah.
All right. Well, what you can do is I will mute the.
Yeah, mute the music. And she's essentially saying she wants to ride. It's a song about riding. She want to ride or something like that. And she's just pointing out the people she wants to ride. So let's have a watch in silence, right? And see what girlfriend's tastes are. Big man snow, man. Snow in the house.
Yeah, boy. Yep, she did. Wants me preference. She likes. It seems like she man. You know, likes slim men. Yep. She likes certain aesthetically.
Yeah. That ain't no problem. All the men that girlfriend is there thirsting over. Slim, trim, as you said, brown skin. So no love for the darkies like me. And all them slim and trim got 12 abs. You know what I mean? And as you said, that ain't no problem, right? We cool with that. We have no problem with women saying what they want. But a man saying what he prefers suddenly becomes some kind of shaming and a cause to be fought on social media. Women like to make us believe that they aren't as superficial and shallow as men. But the reality is, they may be even more so. Why do I say this? Not only height, but dick size matters, guys. Yeah, most women will tell you up front that they need to be able to feel it. They want to feel the walls. Sugar walls, to be put in short. Yeah. And I even remember a friend of mine, she told me she went out with a very popular DJ here in Barbados. And when she, reached for the goods in the pants, she felt what he was working with. She was like, very politely told him she wasn't really ready to go to that level. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. No, generally speaking, when we look at things like height, weight, and penis size, which of those three is a person able to control? Yeah, which of those three? Let me ask the chat. Which of those three? We got height, weight, and penis size. Which of those three is a person able to control? Yeah. Button no chat, man. Let me hear what man. Button no chat. Let me hear what's going on. Yes. The lady that sent us an email, she said that she didn't want a man with a micro penis. To be honest, folks, I had never even heard of such a thing. Right? But she said she didn't want a micro penis. Right? My question then becomes, why are women allowed to voice their preferences, get no blowback, but a man saying that he doesn't want a plus size woman? Or in some cases, a woman with children is a problem. Height and dick size are things that a man can't change. You can't even control them. But women hold on to those things as criteria for access to them. Conversely, men must be willing to accept a woman at whatever weight and in whatever state she may be. We've seen it several times in our sojourn throughout the social media back alleys. Woman got 4 children, 5 different fathers for these 4 children. But suddenly she thinks that she should have, a top of the line man. How? For a man, a top of the line man at that. A man went school, do work hard for your money, sort of here. He is supposed to say, you know what? Let me, as wedding folks say, forsaking all others. He's supposed to forsake all others, all the better options, and take up you.
Huh.
For you 4 children, for 6 men. He's supposed to take up you. That way more than he. Yeah. Now, fellas, I know that this is a hard show for you to watch if you're short and your bird short too, right? But you can make up the stagger, right? There's hope. You can make up the stagger, all right? First thing first is telling all the time round is not a shape, so let me get in shape, get fit, right? Then do what you got to do, get your money up, make sure that you're sorted, that you got a little coin in your pocket, money don't spoil, right? 1 and 2. Jay-Z said it best. There are no ugly millionaires. Yeah? So build up your coin. Get yourself sorted, right? Dress nicely. Smell good. Yeah? You gotta make sure that your moat smell right. One today at work, we had a discussion about people who moat smell stink.
Oh dear.
It was particularly entertaining, right? So there are things you can do, gentlemen, to make up the style. And ladies, there are things you too can do to make yourself more marketable in the sexual marketplace. Right? We ain't talking about the relationship marketplace yet. That's a different thing. Right? The weight is a thing. And because you're only dealing with the physical characteristics, they can talk. We deal with the weight. You gotta put in some work. You don't work like work magic, let me see. You gotta put in some work. And guess what? Because women have the hormone issues going on and all that, you can go put in a little extra. Yep. It might mean you gotta sacrifice certain things. You can go eat differently. But guess what? The men you want are doing those things. So if you want them, you can go get on that program and do them things too. Because when the man options, he will generally pick the best option. I ain't getting to talking about attitude nor an answer yet. Yeah? But let me bring it to a close and come back home to the men. Men, we need to be held accountable. Yeah? Right here, right now. We need to be held accountable. Men, by their silence, are responsible for a lot of things that are going wrong in the man-woman dynamic today, right?
Reach. Facts.
Because we try to maintain peace, P-E-A-C-E, to get peace, P-I-E-C-E. And then we recognize we sacrifice our conscience and we don't get none of the 2 pieces. Right? And that's one set of men. Then they got the other set of men. Men by their simping. You know, there's a word they don't really use regular. You don't. As much as we in this space, I don't like to use those terms. I find that they're a bit overused, a bit cliched, right? Yeah. But there's the term that working here right now. Men by their simping have aided and abetted some of the misinformation and flat out lies that are perpetuated in mainstream media today. Yeah? Whenever we hear about men and women, we are given the impression that women are nurturing, chaste, virtuous, pure as the driven snow, innocent babes in the woods, incapable of doing anything which may be perceived as unethical or even morally corrupt. Men, on the other hand, are viewed as horn dogs who are only concerned with sex and not much else. Everything else be damned. Life has shown us, our interactions with women have shown us that this could not be further from the truth. The fact of the matter is, women are indeed very sexual beings, and a lot of times, just like men, they make decisions based purely on what turns them on sexually. And we as men need to recognize that. And then we need to do like the women. We need to do like the women. We need to take example. We need to submit. We as men need to submit to the women in this regard. Right?
Yep.
We need to submit to the women in this regard because the women vote with their feet. The women vote with their feet. So if you're short, the short man doesn't know what's going on. If you shoot, I tell you maybe when you're dark, we see a big girl there just now. Not a dark man in the video.
Not a
I ain't taking the offense. So I mean, shoot, you all right, guys can have that.
No.
You know what I mean?
That's speaking for the red man. Continue to see. We are all right. We're all right.
That's not for you.
We're all right.
My guy Mark Leviticus Moore. And that's not for y'all guys. Right? You got that. Me, Steve, and Marlon, we cool. We don't need that. Right? So if you're short, you're dark, you shoot, you're fat, you're black. We know how it is in these streets.
Yep.
We understand that. On the other hand, women seem to think, well, hey, I could get anybody, no matter how I do or how I look, because we as men, we want this. And what they say about men being concerned with sex at all costs, a lot of times that's the case. We need to start voting with our feet. If you don't like the woman like that, deal with the woman you like. Deal with the women you are attracted to. Don't be like, any port for a storm, as my mother would tell you.
Don't do that. Please don't do that.
Because no, the woman would say it. Women look at it like somebody will hit it. And you know, every man out there got one of them situations that he was in. He was saying, so it really my speed, but hey.
Yeah, it will work. I work the suit.
Yeah, make it work. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Every man is guilty of that. Yep. At least one time in their life. But we need to vote with our feet. And that's the only way that we will start to effect the change that we need. So people can understand. And we can have some more associative dating. As opposed to people thinking, well, yeah, I weigh 350, but I can still be I can still have access to a top level dude. Yeah. So fellas, we got text on accountability. Vote with your feet. If you know you're about it, don't care how hard the situation may be. No matter how hard the situation may be. You know, remember I asked them to take Jergens for the Jergens. I did see the other day though, that Jergens had a recall on some product, so be careful what they asked. You know what's going on. So yeah, folks, gentlemen, vote with your feet, ladies, get it together. Gentlemen, get it together, and we see what we can get in going forward in these times.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you are indeed watching the Senate podcast. Remember, like, comment, share, subscribe. Just like, comment, share, subscribe. Hit the notification bell once you have subscribed so you don't miss anything coming down the pipeline. And let us get this community growing. Now, my brother, I love this because, there's so much comments. So there's so many videos out there, commentary, etc. And there was a video that I was watching where MTR, Mediocre Tutorials and Reviews, showed him out. If you know that kind of content. I doubt he watches our content, but we really are a fan of his and his content. He had a video reviewing another video, a TikTok video, where a woman was trying to shame men into a size woman, saying, why do men like prepubescent looking women? Why do we like women to look slim, small size cut breasts, small hips, skinny, essentially low voice, docile? Why do we like women essentially like prepubescent or 14-year-old women, right? And other people were going on the TikTok video and was like taking it and kind of reviewing it and making their own video of it and saying yes, one man even, yes, I said man, even went on to talk about the patriarchy and misogyny and stuff like that because it's gross, it's sick. We want women that are essentially girls. And that is so far from the truth, right? You are essentially shaming men into wanting what you are. Wanting what you are not. My apologies for wanting what you are not, right? How dare you? How dare you women say you want men, because let's be honest now, and I know people say, oh, I don't have a type, and excuse me with that Dipsy Doodle, right? Have a type, and let's stop the cap, and let's be honest, right? Women are attracted to taller men. Women are attracted to men that don't have micro penis. Women are attracted to men that are in shape. If you line up 20 men, right? And you had men that were over 6 feet and they were naked, over 6 feet, penis hanging, well, not necessarily by the knees, but you know, they're working with something there, so you know, got, I don't like the word girth, but for lack of a better term, good girth, right? Yeah, that word is a disgusting word, girth. And the man got abs, the man is visually appealing to you, right? You have no problem in that man, those men. There, and I can assure you, there are several videos out there. There was this there's this video that another content reviewer, Abba and Preach, we're big fans of them as well. They reviewed a content where I think it was Jubilee. This channel was reviewing. They had essentially like a social experiment. That's what they do. Conduct social experiments. They brought in a bunch of men, brought in a bunch of women, and the women chose the men. And this one guy, he was about 5'6". Every woman essentially passed on him, right? Because he was too short. Shoot, they had another video where a woman and her father, the father was choosing a suitable partner for her. All of the short men were summarily dismissed, and that's the father, right? So it is cool to dismiss men that are either fat, short. Shoot, we now got to present our penis on a platter before one even consider we know, going by what Derek was saying earlier. And it is amazing to me how you can do that, but then in seeing some of these other videos that I've seen too, where you say, nah, you can't deal with a fat woman, then that's body shaming. Shoot, there are some videos out there that saying working out is a form of body shaming. When you work out as a woman, you are body shaming, and you feed into the patriarchy. You've been brainwashed into the patriarchy because no, you're feeding into the pseudo negative toxic standards. Say again? Yeah, you fat phobic, right? So in my opinion, and if I can be very candid, over the last few weeks I've become very disillusioned, especially after the Will Smith incident with Chris Rock. I've become very disillusioned because I cannot believe some of the thought experiments and some of the rhetoric coming out of it. And I've come to realize, like you know something, but when you're faced with a stark reality, you realize I knew that, but wow, it is so glaring. And that is, once a woman is upset and a woman does not like being judged, held accountable, or put in the public's eye to be disregarded or not included, there is a problem. You see, men can be disregarded anytime, anywhere, anyhow. Our feelings, our bodies, our minds, our accomplishments, who we are as men, it can be, there are always categories for us men. Yeah? And over 6'5", at least got your weight under control. I ain't dating a man under 5'8". Right? Shoot, I ain't necessarily need a man to be a mandingo, but if you're working with saying less than 6 inches, you understand? Shoot, I have even heard if you don't know how to perform certain sexual acts, don't even waste time carrying. Yeah.
The lady in the email, she says straight up, got a big one, and you're gonna know how to work it.
Right. So it amazing.
And I've heard women say that they may come in to teach nobody.
They may teach nobody, right? And you know, I'm glad you bring up the teaching, because there was a few weeks ago, somebody posted on Twitter where she said she heard a conversation between some older men saying, why would they put up with a miserable woman? Because every day another woman becomes
every day 18-year-olds every day. Somebody turns 18 every day.
Yeah, somebody turns 18 every day, essentially meaning that they're women, right? And they took that out of context to mean as if that's predatory. Some men get
but don't go forward too much with that there, because we can talk about that.
Right, but I just want to
in the future one. No,
right, I just want to dip my toe in that, because we find all sorts of manner to shame, to insult, to guilt, to essentially get us to fall in line because we don't agree with the rhetoric being spewed. As soon as we say, me personally, I ain't dating a woman that overweight. I'm not dating a fat woman. That's me. That's Neil. I'm not dating a woman that is fat. Is obese. I ain't dealing with that. I ain't necessarily talking about if you go on a little weight. I'm a Caribbean man. I like my black women. I ain't saying that the girl like a Victoria's Secret model. I like curves. I like the heavy tea. You know what I mean? A little saying. At the end of the day, I ain't working with a woman that don't know where her vajayjay look like. Or need a mirror to see it. I ain't dealing with a woman that, I want to go up on hikes. You could go up on a hike with me. When we get on a plane, you got to pay for extra seat. I ain't dealing with that. That's simply my preference. And I've said it in this space a lot of times. The reason why I'm not dealing with that is simply because there's a health constraint. That limits the lifestyle that I am looking for. That limit, I got to be considerate about health, her health and all of that. I got to be worried about going on hikes, being active, going to the beach. I got to be worried about all of the concerns that come. And I'm not putting myself through that. I ain't necessarily the fittest man in the world, but I try a thing. I start back playing basketball last week. I trying to get my body back in a state where I could continue working out. You know what I mean? And be active. I go to the beach and that sort of stuff regular. I want a partner that's my preference. So just like women out there, don't want a short man. Don't want a man that is fat. Don't want a man that is broke. Don't want a man that is balding. Don't want a man that is light skin, brown skin, dark. Don't want a man that got his teeth messed up. Don't want a man that got gray hair, he beard. That is fine. But don't get on men for saying they have preferences in women because we say we don't want fat women. You see, when women say, I've literally, some people don't believe this has happened to me. A woman said, I would never date a man so tall. You tall for me. I would never date a man so tall. I've been told I would never date a man so slim, so thin. I've been told I ain't dating a red man with pretty eyes, curly hair, called when his beard pose. Those are things that have been said to me, but I got tapped up in the chin and keep it moving. I can't get and say, but how dare you say that? I, as a tall man, that's heightest. I got rights too, as a tall man. You know what I mean?
Is what?
Heightest. It would put SP in the end of anything, Ross.
Yeah, put SP in
it. SP anything in, or heighteny. As heighteny, right? But height phobia. So as much as I've heard women say about muscular men, I can't deal with a man so muscular. I can't deal. Like I got a friend of mine, both know him. Rihanna is here. Her brother Corey. I've heard women say I can't deal with a man like Corey's size because he's a very big muscular man. So at the end of the day, it is fine. But women, what we are saying it is, please accept and understand that when we say we don't want a fat woman, when we don't want a contentious woman, we don't want a ratchet woman, we don't want a woman that has a high body count, that is our preference. We are not being misogynist. We are not saying, or rather, if we are being misogynist, y'all are being misandrous. I don't even know, it don't even sound right kind of my mouth. You know what I mean?
Because it's so rarely used.
And it's so rarely used. And again, let me be clear. Right? You don't like me, like Neil Hoyt. If you don't like my stature, my height, how I look, how I put together, that is not. I try to holler at you. Moment of weakness. And you say, nah, you're not my type. That's no problem. If you tell me, that's no problem. I don't date men that are so tall. I don't date men that are of your hue. I don't date men that got your kind of eyes. I don't date men that got size feet you got. That is fine. You understand? But consider that when I tell you, you approach me, and you're a woman that over a certain weight, and I ain't working or dealing with that, right? Please accept and believe that ain't no problem either. You understand? Don't put me on social media. Don't blast me. Don't put me on Facebook. And this whole nonsense. Let me talk about this too, because I see they're talking about genitalia and their size, right? I find it amazing that women will go to such extreme to say they want to see a man's member before they even engage in anything. See if this man is adequate. I don't know how you expect to know how we're working with it unless we get to that part of the situation and we deal with it. You know what I mean? Women, all of you know that men like it tight and right. Right? So when you can run it, man, gets to gauge the size of your talia, and the man said, "Nah, that too big and loose for me. I'm working with that." That's all right. That's fine. No, Derek. This is Derek. Let me talk the things now. This is what we're here to do. We're here to talk the things because at the end of the
what is going on?
no, Derek, man. Let me talk the things because at some point that has also been a talking point for some women. You know, some women that's come and say, "Oh, how dare you come and talk about my size and my whatever." Size of my breast, the size of my hips, the size of this, the size of that. How dare you? I'm a woman. Don't you know what I go through? Don't you know my hormones and this and that and that? Like y'all are the only ones that have hormones, and y'all are only predisposed to certain genetic dispositions because of your agenda. I don't know why we are held. You know, it's amazing to me, right? How women are deprived, but yet can find all of these excuses for being human, but yet we men are held to such a superhuman standard and are not seen as deprived. We have to be. We got micro penis. Can't blame that on my. I can't blame that on my genetics. I can't say, well, shoot, work with me because you know, the old poor Daddy Darius wasn't working with much himself, and then my lineage was known for that. That is a predisposition that I can't deal with. No, I am summarily dismissed. We could be friends.
Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much.
So, to me, I don't understand a few things coming out of this conversation. Women are deprived. Then why are y'all not held to a standard of that as a praise? If y'all are a queen, why are you not held to the standard of queen? Why are you all allowed to dipsy doodle and avoid accountability? You see, kings are held to account. King is accountable for his kingdom and all that he reigns over, all that he rules over. But men are not deprived because women are deprived. Women are the queen. Bad bitches. Right? But you can't hold nobody that is a queen. You can't. How dare you talk about the queen? How dare you hold them to such a standard? We can't do that. So I ask you all this, right? Are we missing something here? There and myself. Are we missing something here? What is wrong with calling a woman fat? What's wrong with calling a woman inappropriate to date because of preference? Why is it cool for women to say men are fat, men are bald, men are ugly? I will never deal with a man like that. He's not my type, this and third. And that be acceptable. But when we say you're not my type, I'm sorry, we get questioned. We get called all the is and misogyny and patriarchy and all. You know, there's another thing too. I asked you this over the weekend, Derek, to look up the word. Well, I gave you the definition of chauvinist. Of course, I know you know the definition of chauvinist. Why is the word chauvinist always used in the context of, why is there a male chauvinist and never a female? I implore anybody that don't know or familiar with the definition of chauvinist, look it up. It's a very interesting read and understand what we are trying to point out. You always hear about a male chauvinist, but never a female. I've never heard the term female chauvinist in life.
But sexism isn't even associated with women.
No, it's not. So this is what these discussions are about. We are trying to bring some thought experiments to you and question certain things. We ain't telling women not to want the 6-foot man, or the man that got the penis down by his knees, or the man that got the 6 abs, or the man that even got a big bank account. We're not telling you not to want what you want or deserve what you want. That is fine. If you feel you deserve it, do you, boo-boo. But at the end of the day, understand when a man speaks and say he don't want to deal with a woman that ratchet or is contentious or that is fat or that, you know, shoot, Terry, the preference.
Yep. And here's the thing, right? Here's the real thing about it, Neil, right? Let me bring it to another dynamic of the whole thing, right? Because look how easily men are disqualified, as you said, based on things like height, penis size. Yeah. Let me not bring in the money thing yet, right? The money component of it. Let me just look at weight. So height, weight, penis size, right? Men are disqualified off the rip for those things, right? But when you come down, those things have no impact, or they make no, never mind, as you old people will say. They do not speak to a person's character, which is what you want when you're talking about raising children and bringing up a family and that kind of thing, having a strong family unit. Height don't speak to that. Penis size don't speak to that. A person's weight don't speak to that. Complexion don't speak to those things. They do not speak to a person's character. So yeah, he might be rocking up your guts when you come, and you might be liking that, but what kind of man is he after the loving? Right? And that is where we get caught up and we make decisions based on those physical characteristics, and then we end up leaving out good people and making, I don't want to say make mistakes. Let me say, spend some time with people that you really shouldn't have, right? You end up getting pregnant. You're going to have a child with somebody that ain't looking at you nor the child. You know what I mean? I know you, when it's all said and done, all of a sudden you get standards late as a partner of mine would tell you. You're late to get standards. I know you expect that the guy who has been living his life all right, going along, doing what he's supposed to do, conducting himself a certain way, making sure, looking towards building a family, he's supposed to take up you. That didn't want him to begin with. He's supposed to take up you and essentially take up the bum that you got left back in the pot. Because it's not only you, it's you and a child. And you 10 years later or whatever, pounds heavier. And let me be real, very rarely do you look better at 30 than you do at 20. And you expect that guy who's been putting in the work to make himself the best version of himself, you expect that guy to say, yeah, I'm cool with this. And guess what? Because you're looking at Russell Wilson and Ciara. We talk about that here too.
You know, well,
this Russell Wilson Ciara thing, right? A lot of women looking at her and saying, "Oh, if Ciara could do it, I could do it. She got a good man that take it. She and she child, and she got a child for future." But yeah, please, please look at Ciara. Ciara got a couple of things working for you.
I don't look at Russell Wilson. Sorry to cross your, but I don't look at Russell Wilson and say, "Well, shoot. If it worked for Russell Wilson, it could work for me." I ain't getting there looking for Russell. I mean,
Ciara is, Ciara was already a star and an artist and whatever, and she had a network of people, right? She had access to men in that environment, that men that earned that kind of money, right? She already had her reputation, her cachet, or whatever. So yeah, she got access to them men. Also, Ciara looked damn good, right? Ciara, what we said, men want women that fit, pleasant, look good. You know what I mean? So you coming in, rolling into my life, you know, with your 2 children from 4 men, 60 pounds overweight, and talking about, yeah, I deserve a good man. Yeah, all right, yeah, you might deserve a good man, but
and then coming and talk about, wait the fuck.
Yeah, but you got to compete with the young girls that saying, well, hey, you's 35, he's 25. I ain't got no children.
Oh, so much to unpack because the older women, as the older women get, women realizing this and starting to compete and do the young girl things. Over the last few weeks, we've been hearing a lot of funny things coming out from old girls that they're starting to do now to keep up with the young girls, you know. You know exactly what I'm talking about. These older women know them doing young girl things to compete. Don't get tired, and it's hilarious to me. But before you continue there, you know, as we are having this conversation, you know what I really think the salient question is here. What women want? Do women want? I believe women want. I don't think women want.
What they want.
No, but hold on, no. I don't think women want. And again, this is speculation, people. Forgive me, but this is gonna be my opinion. I don't think women want marriage. They say I don't think women want necessarily a commitment that goes through the ups and downs. I think women just want a man to lick them up, for like long, put them in the queue, just for a short period of time. I feel good about life, and then when it gets to a point where this man making me sick, let me move next.
Yeah, pretty much.
I got it like that,
right? When the relationship runs its course and you move on.
Yeah, you're done with that. Because, and shoot, let's even put it to the men. I believe some men want that too, because just look at the dating choices that are out there. Look at how some men move. Look at how men just keeping the peace just to get peace, right? And I find it interesting that, you know, as much as people say, women say they want, just rightly said, women are choosing men too, let's be honest. Choosing people on some BS things, like just choosing people on reasons that don't make sense. Yeah, you want somebody attractive to you, sure, right? But shoot, if I find a woman that is pleasant, she is agreeable, she is domesticated, she is willing to support, and she's willing to nurture me, and look like Sierra will live in the lotto. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, go and make peace with what's out there. Of course, oh my God, look a certain level of attraction to you. Not saying that you know, when the night come, you can't find attraction to this woman when you get bracket like Rob. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that you have to look at the characters. You said it very excellently when you were just speaking. Choose character traits. Choose character traits. Nice people. If the nice person just happen to look like a Greek god or god,
works out for you.
Congratulations, play lotto. But do not pushing your is it just me or Neil? Are you cutting in and out? I don't know what's going on here. People saying they're cutting in and out, but I ain't seeing the issue. If I am cutting in and out, I apologize. While Derek is speaking, I will see if we could fix it. I don't know what's going on there, but anyhow, to wrap it up real quick and then hand it over back to Derek. Let me just make better decisions, right? Let us make better decisions, and women, pick a lane. Either you want your preferences, and anybody is entitled to their preferences, and you're not about to shame, guilt, and insult them because of their preferences, or, you know, you can't call somebody fat. You can't body shame nobody. If I can't body shame you, damn well I ain't taking no man again body shame. Taking it.
You leave it.
So if you fat shaming, if I fat shaming you by calling you fat, or if I being an is and a misogynist and all this and all that because of what I say and how I speak, then believe you me, don't ever come around me and tell me he too short, he too fat. Can't deal with a man that broke like he. I don't want to hear that around me because I can carry the task. I don't care who you are. So pick a lane. And I could play in either lane.
Yeah, that's Neil. Neil is a person who is more inclined to engage you and debate. I am not.
I ain't debating. I ain't holding you to task. I ain't debating nothing. I telling you don't call nobody fat, short, or whatever. Don't do it. And
I'm the guy that would just smile and wave at the penguins and have a laugh. You might ask me once, I would tell you, well, yeah, you know, you're talking junk. And depends on how close, how strongly I feel about you. I might, you know, tell you, but yeah, you're talking junk here. If I don't, I would just let life sort you out in about 10 years. Let me dive in the chat a little bit, Neil.
Yes, sir. Let's go. Let's get it.
The chat. See what we got going on here. Saw some activity going on. Yeah. Yeah, he was saying that he bought a bounce earlier clock. Yeah, he meant ask for it. Yeah, the girls, Tango Fox says the attributes narrow down the selection. However, when Sawyer said, when Sawyer like them big fat, I think it was all love. That is so true. That is so true. When Kelly Sawyer sang big fat, I think that was the girls' anthem. But then when he said something for something, it was a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Tango Fox, all the man got to do is say he got options. He say he is a woman, and I will not advise the men to say that they're identifying as a woman. Bring up my man Spring in the chat, man. Good to see you, Springs. Yeah, the Scotch. Aston says is about to say Scotch went it huge. Yeah, they won't admit that to you though. They still want to know that they got it.
Ben back Brittany, man.
Yeah. Yeah, the connection apparently hurting the man. She on the other foot. She toes curl right up. Yeah. Yeah, Aston just letting Marlon know that we muted it for the copyright. We gotta play the YouTube game. You know how it goes in these streets. Anton, good to see you, my brother. Anton is in the house. Anton says the issue isn't having preferences, it's the need to denigrate the other if they don't fit those preferences, and expecting that you must have a romantic opportunity no matter your packaging. Those are some bars, my brother. Lyrics, you little ass. Yeah. That's exactly it. Because to the same point you were talking about, Neil, earlier, we mentioned the guy who said that there's an 18-year-old every day. You will find out those younger women, shoot, we went to school with some girls, Neil, they didn't check for me. They're busy checking if I'm men that old lovey and thing.
Yep.
Girls that went to school with, I had men that are fully grown men working and thing.
Yeah, we were
they
not
check for me.
We didn't do so well in secondary school when it comes to the women.
They check for me. You know, so we know acutely what we talking about here, right? And then, but when those girls age out, younger women have always been attracted to older men. Let me keep it real. Let me keep it a buck. You keep it 100, as you US people tell, right?
Stop.
Vote with your feet, says Aston. You do not do those things to get women. You do them for you. Correct. Believe it all the time. Let me be clear. Even if I say do certain things, I'm not saying do them for a woman. Do them for you, because the byproduct of that will be the fact that your options open up. Right? You will have more options. Not saying do it for somebody else, but do it for you, and the options will open up. Right? Tamara in the chat, good to see you. Tamara, always good to have you.
Yep.
Choose violence always, says Ashton.
No, Ashton. We don't choose violence. We ain't choosing violence.
Oh dear. Agent Erica is always good to see you here. We missed you for a little bit. We had a contentious topic we were hoping you've been able to tune in for. But anyhow, good advice for men and women, but they got to do it for themselves. If you are driven by dating marketability and meeting other standards, you will forever be unhappy. Yeah, that's true. So do the stuff for you. Recognize it's all about you being the best version of you. Right? And then deal with the options that you have based on that, right? Nothing's at rest for you, says Marlon. Yeah, then the dark is sexy, says Lee. Art, respect, Lee. Aston in the
desert. She obligated to say that.
Yeah, she obligated.
Contractually obligated to say that.
Yeah, you know how Lee said that. Yeah. In the desert, it was sip brackish water. That is so true. Johnny man catch a straw. Yeah. Aston says hello to Jergens. And she's shaped like a can of tuna sideways.
But you know what? Our word come to me. You know the man is saying chat boxular.
Yeah, boxular.
Boxular.
We got Celeste for that one. Boxular. Okay. Yeah. I feel we'll pull the patriarchy in probably getting that and pretending to be a male feminist.
Oh.
Yeah.
We can talk about that one these nights.
Oh. But yeah, because some men out there try to trick with them, but we can talk about that another night. Hey, Tara, good to see you, Tara. It's been a while.
Yeah, Tara.
Get shot on for real. Short men got it rough. Yeah, that I remember that clip that Neil was talking about, where they had the guys in a line and nobody selected that short man. So roughness with short man. Yeah, people nowadays using the suffix phobia wrong all the time. Only when it comes to justifying certain things.
Only when it comes to men. Because I never hear a woman being a phobia unless it's arachnophobia or, you know what I mean? Like
fat phobic and them things. Nah, you don't get that. Not
height phobia.
Height phobia.
Height phobia.
One young lady reason if he ain't putting the 8 ball in the back half, he can't even talk to she. It rough out there. Wow. Lee asked the question, what happens if you get married, then she gets fat after? Oh, well, Ramel with a grand entrance said, well, she would get hard.
But I'm glad you bring it, Ramel. We had Ramel Hall on here a few weeks ago. And Ramel Hall spoke about being competitive for your spouse, being competitive for your partner. That's both men and women. You got to remain competitive because let's be honest, men and women their eye will wander. And then you don't know, you don't live in a vacuum, right? You live with other people. You are going to see and interact with other people. So sweetheart, if you have put on weight, I ain't telling you to, like, if you had children or whatever, you gotta lose that weight within 6 months, or your man left you. But understand, you have to remain competitive.
Be 10 and you talk about baby fat. Nah.
Right? Nah. Just like
how
men got,
because talk about baby fat.
Baby fat, yeah, he's still trying to lose baby fat. Because let's be honest, right? If I'm your husband and I put on weight and I start being unkempt, like,
yeah, you about that life.
Yeah, you're taking me on, especially when you got Marlon down the street. Well, not Marlon Miller, but, you know, well, shoot, it could be Marlon Miller, cause, you know, whoever stir you coffee. You know what I'm saying?
You know, Marlon Savage.
You know, Marlon Savage. Well, I ain't gonna talk Marlon business, but, you know, that's the point. The point is, I have to remain competitive. I gotta continue looking the way I look, because think about it, it's a contract. If you buy a car, right? If you buy a car, and the car is as marketed, and it has said it got this sort of mileage and this sort of warranty and this sort of specs and this sort of longevity and this, that, next, and third. And then 6 months later, 3 months later, 2 years later, the car break down, gone kaput, and can't move. We can sell the car, right?
Yep.
So by that same token, you have to remain competitive, men and women. You have to remain competitive. Don't, just because you got the prize and you still gotta remain competitive. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Red phobic. Lee is laughing at heightist. Marlon, what if we require the same from them? Yeah, you got step up, do something. There are women who have more thought than anything. LOL, they may know what's going on, says Rian.
I can barely hear you, Derek. Just
sorry, man.
Right, yeah, sorry.
There are women who have more thought than anything. LOL, they may know what's going on, says Rian. Triangle false fat after is a discussion that should be had. You don't get fat overnight. Correct. And if you do get fat overnight, then definitely go to the doctor. Yeah, you know, in fact, that's swelling.
That's
and that's an indication of a medical condition. Right?
That's different.
Yeah, Marlon, next time we laugh, we need to make better decisions, start rushing into things. Nadia Phillips, hello and hi to you. Hope that you've given us a subscription. That you are.
Yeah, Nadia done subscribed long ago.
That you're enjoying the show. Erica, my thing is, don't pursue me, get me, then try to criticize my looks. Now, if my looks change and you're feeling less attracted, there should be enough in a relationship that it doesn't feel like an attack.
That sounds so sexy. Nice, that sounds so sweet. But
it's so real nice.
Listen,
you know, like if it's ever so simple.
But trust me, I agree with part of what you're saying, right? Like, if I pick you up just as you are, and then we married, and I like, well, you don't understand, we don't try and lose some weight. You like same, you know. You don't try to lose some hair, cut your hair. I don't understand. You got that hair, you face all the time, or you wearing too much makeup.
You're wrong for that.
You're wrong for that. However, if you put on weight, and I come and tell you, because there is no good way to broach the topic of weight to a woman. It's none. So when I come to you and I say, well, babe, I realize you're putting on some weight. Maybe we should hit the gym, or maybe we should go for a walk, or maybe we should cut down on how we eat or how we diet. I mean, that's some sweet coming from me, and in this context, because none of one did hit me, so it sounds good. Yeah. It sounds like it's very easy. Right? I could deal with that. But if we've been living together for the last so many ever, we've been dating for how many other years, and they come and drop that up on you, so you're trying to say, fat? All of a sudden, no, you wearing enough clothes around me. You don't want to be seen in a towel or nothing less. You come into bed in a whole lot of pants and a pantsuit. You come into bed with. Trust me and believe, right? It sounds good. What I would say is that that's how it should work, because just as if I have changed, you should be able to bring it to me and we have a conversation. Courageous conversations. Ramel Hall also talked about that. The unsexy conversations. You must be willing to have that from time to time, because, you know, if you know my preferences and I choose you because of how you look and those preferences, and then over time I relocate, you know, as Derek said, you know, wake up one day fat. Years and years later, because I ain't gonna wait one day to see what say, child, you fat, there's a problem. But I can over time be realizing that if I know weight, and I would say something and drop some comments. Shoot, and invariably you will ask me, I getting fat, I put no weight, but you know that you put no weight. Are you asking me because you want either validation or confirmation? I can give you the confirmation. So yeah, it's so sweet.
I decided to be very direct in 2022. So if you decide to ask me a question like that,
problem with that.
you know the answer can come down. Because here's the thing. Here's the reality about weight. You know. You know. You don't need nobody to confirm for you. You know, right? For me personally, like, it's feet tightness in my back. The knees is hurt me more than usual. And then normal task is be like, and it's not okay, but we creeping up in that 260 pounds region, right? And then there's no, you know what? I need to get my ass up and do something about it, right?
Yep.
And that's been the challenge. People don't want to put in that work. I see Tango Fox got a very interesting comment here, but let me read some of these before we get to that, right? Hugh says so true about making better decisions and not rushing into things or situations. Yeah. Like men on a fundamental level. Then Tango Fox says, Erica.
You just broke up a bit there with the Aston comment. I didn't hear it.
Which is why I said they do not like men on a fundamental level. That was Aston.
Right.
But Tango Fox says, Erica, my wife and I have gained a few more pounds than we like, and we both take digs at each other, and we both have started exercising. So if the two people can't even discuss things, ... then that is a major problem. One person can get to dictate what is being talked about and stifling any discussion. Yeah. If you and that person don't have a relationship built on being able to discuss them kind of things, talking about the swellery will be a bit of a problem. Yeah, because it's going to be a contentious discussion, right?
Yeah.
Erica, Peloton nearly got canceled when it had an ad with a husband gifting his slim wife with a treadmill. It triggered.
No, this is my problem, because I know when I read that earlier, and I do remember the ad, right? And I remember when that was a talking point. That is bullshit, because at the end of the day, if a woman was gifting her husband that put on some pounds, a Peloton,
everybody be cool with it.
That's all right. Right? But all of a sudden, a woman takes on her weight and how she feels about it and the insecurities, etc., as if men have the insecurities, right?
Yeah.
So what am I supposed to do? And when you look at who buys Peloton, because again, this is marketing research, right? Let me not fool we foot. There is a reason why a woman was given a Peloton, because those are the ones that receive it, that will use it more.
Exactly.
Peloton.
Spend class is generally full of
women, right?
Women is right to bike.
So I mean, sure, they could have changed up the narrative, whatever, but I don't see a problem with it. Everybody in quarantine, people putting on weight, sweetheart, you put on some weight, have a Peloton bike. But then boy, I want to have that conversation. People up in the feelings again. Then
here's the thing, right? This is, for reading this, right? What Erica say here, I can see Peloton was trying to be slick, right?
What happened?
And she said that the husband gave his slim wife a treadmill, right?
No, right. I see she being slick, but I mean,
Peloton was trying to be slick. Basically, we see you.
No. But hold on. Again, Erica, or whoever, right? If they had a plus size fat woman, right? If you had a fat woman and a man said, "Well, here, sweetheart, have a Peloton." Oh my God, Peloton would be canceled.
Yeah.
You think it bad when they get slim wife? Imagine a fat woman. Oh God.
Plus size woman? Sure.
Done. Peloton starts will go lower than a midget on the knees in the basement.
Correct. Bigger old shit.
Oh shit, boy.
Bigger old shit. Yo. Oh man. Tiger Fox said women need to grow up. The fact is, I saw the ad and it was clear that the woman was happy with the gift. The same way women want men to grow up, women need to do the same. Yeah, Aston says, wait, nighting. My wife knows I'm honest, so she don't pull that. Erica, Erica, you always got.
I love Erica. No, for real, Erica. The reason, and I'm not saying this to be facetious, right? Because this comment, I read it and I was like, yo.
Erica strikes again. Erica, you always got a classic for me, right? So let me go down this here now. Men need to give the less attractive girls a chance. Women got to give less attractive men a chance. At least a few dates. The attraction might develop.
All right.
But that doesn't mean it's get horn, right, Erica?
No.
Nobody's get horn.
All right. But Erica, let me ask you, Erica. Let me ask you, right? Because again, that sounds really good. That sounds utopic, right? That sounds sweet. But if you have a type and you see a man, that's a nice man, but it's so contra to your type, are you willing to go out with a few dates with him? With him? Because you're hoping that attraction builds, but what happened after date 10, date 11, date 12? What have you go out there with that date, you realize, nah, I need a man to stir my coffee sexually, attractive physically. No problem. You get another amount of chance that is not your thing, right? It sounds good. Men need to give less attractive women a chance. I am here to tell you that we do. Men get married to who they want to get married with. And if you look, by and large, being married to supermodels, being married and master women that look like Ciara. Right? I mean, sure, we have some women that look good. And the same thing with women, but it comes down to women. Women want what they want. They want a man to look like Idris Elba, to look like I don't know, Michael B. Jordan or whatever. Men just content with a pleasant woman. I posit to your statement that more men are willing to date women that they are not as attracted to as women are to date men that they're not attracted to. Because we just want a woman that peaceful.
And to that point, right, Erica, when a woman does that, and I would really, it is better for a woman to get competitive, for want of a better word, and go after the man she wants, than for her to not be competitive and settle with the less attractive guy, right? I'll tell you why. Because when you decide, you know what, this kind of take me as I am attitude, I can be less attractive so I can get, but the more attractive guy should give me a chance. Or you don't, or you go with a less attractive guy. Is a case where now it's like, yeah, I really feeling this guy like that, and then you in an entanglement because you can't get the man you don't want,
or with a foodie call. Because women do go out with less attractive men, you know.
Yeah,
and they're called foodie calls,
purpose?
but they're called foodie calls. Men, we don't get out. We go with a woman that less attractive. Chances are, is we either take them on and it becomes a relationship. We make peace with it. Because here's another thing, right? Because in another space, I can't remember if you talked about it in this space or not, but settling. Women tired settling. Women don't like to settle. Women don't like to settle. So imagine imagine a woman feeling like, I'm gonna settle for this man. Women always feel that they could get better than what they got.
Hypergamy.
A man will settle and say, look, this woman nice, woman's cook and clean, woman's take care of me, woman's nurture me, woman feminine, whatever. Sure, she might be a 5 out of 10, but you know what? I'm making it work. The sex is awesome.
I like it.
You know, she's willing to learn, she's willing to work out, do certain things. I could deal with that. When a woman feels as though a man she is dating is below her standard, that is always going to be.
How many shots you do with that?
That gonna always be there. That is always gonna be there. I remember we did a short about a woman. She had a man that take on she and she sang get a Disneyland, but because she wasn't physically her type, my mom proposed and she accept, but no, she questioning the marriage.
Facts.
Shoot, we do a short. The woman get a wedding ring, and because she thought she friends and said that's cubic zirconia or whatever it is, the woman didn't accept that. Life. Right. So again, you did him, man. I did him, man, that I wasn't attracted to. Sometimes the attraction grows. But where are those men now? And why didn't it work? Did it not work because of why did it not work? I'm curious. You did him, man, that you were not attracted to. Did it last? Did this
for what purpose?
Well, hold on. We can get there. How long was the relationship? Did it last? Was it a meaningful, long-lasting relationship and it ended? Why did it end? Was it him that ended it? Was it you that ended it? I'm just curious because we look at things in a vacuum. We look at, I dated women that I wasn't so attracted to too.
But here's the thing, Neil. The whole fact that when you look at the divorce rate and you see that 70 to 80% of divorces are filed by women, it shows you that a woman dating somebody that she's not physically attracted to is not a good idea. Because eventually they can be like, yeah, I could do better than this. Ayo, right?
But Rihanna's making a good point here. I think people are attracted to different types of people, though. Men don't look perfect. I don't know any Brad Pitts as same for women. But I posit to you, men are supposed to be ugly, you know. That's why women are called
we
the
ain't supposed to be
fairer.
cute.
Women are called the fairer sex. You understand? We ain't supposed to be pretty. It's only now with the whole, you know, taking care of yourself and men trying to, you know, take care of the body, mind, and spirit and looking a type of way and dressing and trends and everything like that men know starting to look a type of way, and a man that bald or fat or whatever could look a type of way. But let me be honest, right? As much as you say, yeah, people are attracted to what they're attracted to, whatever. We don't look perfect. We are not supposed to look perfect. Shoot, we say it here all the time. The average height of a man in this world is 5'8". The average man is not in shape. I mean, he might be slim, but the man ain't gonna abs, right? The average penis size is, I think, 5 inches or just about below 5 inches. So you are looking for
But here's the thing, Neil. Here's the thing. No, you talk about averages. The average woman, the average black woman tends to be full figured or plus sized.
Mm-hmm.
And men don't want that, do they? So what is a man to do other than divest and start looking at other races? But we'll talk about that on Thursday.
Oh, but shoot. The point I can make on Rian, last thing I made, right? Do you know there's no difference between looking for me, a man like me and Derek, or a man like Brad Pitt? Because we all in the same bracket. You know that. You know that Brad Pitt is over 6 feet. Derek and myself are over 6 feet.
Yes, Brad Pitt not tall.
Brad Pitt like 6'1", right?
Oh,
I know we working with. You don't know whatever. The point is, you could more lump me and Derek together with Brad Pitt and Michael B. Jordan. But shoot, not even Michael B. Jordan, because I think he under 6 feet. But the point is, you could lump us with Idris Elba and all of these tall, good-looking men. Then you can lump us together with the average man. But you see, women are gonna look at me and Derek and say they don't want me because him. So please consider. Say again. I ain't hear you break it there a minute.
I'll be Brett. We're poor.
We Brett. I mean, but that's obviously a mitigating factor, a very important mitigating factor. But the point remains is that at the end of the day, please understand that the things that you want in a man physically are in the minority of human men, the human males. So just consider that when you talk about less attractive and stuff like that, because we are not as attractive as women. The average man ain't good looking. The average man ain't good looking. He not only average, he average. The man is not good looking. He got a small penis and he brat. So so what y'all want? What y'all want?
But folks, you have been watching the Set It podcast here on YouTube. I think we had a good discussion today, folks. I don't know what you think. If you think we had a good discussion, drop some ones in the chat.
Maybe so.
Let me know that we're working with it on Thursday. Today's Tuesday, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, today's Tuesday. So we'll be back here again on Thursday. We're going to get a short coming to you guys tomorrow. Hope that you've been enjoying those shorts and sharing the content. That's critical, guys. Share the content. Make sure people get access to the content. If you're liking it, share it.
Hey, get the likes up, man. Let me get some likes on this video, man. Come on now.
It's true. Put some ones in the chat as well. Hit the like button as well. That's the only cost. I make sure we ask you guys, hit the like button, hit the notification bell, subscribe. We have 340 subscribers, so thank you to you guys. We really appreciate it. We really feeling the love. So yeah, man. As you go forward into your week, please remember, Neil and I, we do not make up the rules. We just make sure you know what they are. Yeah, you can ignore reality all you want, but you cannot ignore the consequences of ignoring reality. So be the best version of you for you. We're going to see you guys again on Thursday. We're going to talk about divesting. It doesn't really happen much in the West Indies. We tend to go black to black, but especially in Barbados, but in other countries, we can go outside of the race. But we're going to talk about that a little bit because we got some other things going on that can come up from there. We can extrapolate, right? So yeah, travel safely, guys. Be careful out there. Please remember,
Facts.
We see you guys on Thursday.
I mean, go Spurs, man, Marlon. Get up. What?
That's right. Damn straight, Marlon. Damn straight.
Stream done. I cut the mics.